what I'm reading into 32 is that you also discovered a major variable here as to how far in you can pull the starting point of the plateau. And as I read it here, the population size that you inhabit is this very important variable, and that ironically the smaller the population size that you inhabit, the better the opportunity is for you. Am I correct?
Yes. Well, let me just correct you in the sense that this was Larry Mueller's discovery, my very good theoretical colleague at UC Irvine. He did the actual computer simulations that pulled this effect out. It wasn't actually something that I intuitively anticipated at all. It was one of those classic results in science where you do the hard work and then you get the result and you go, aha, now I see what can go on. So it turns out in this context, it's very exciting in terms of the human case, because up until 10, 20,000 years ago, we had very small population sizes. That implies from this theory that in fact we had relatively early plateaus in our survival patterns, in effect that aging came to a stop far sooner than it does in agricultural populations, which is just fantastic to think about. In particular, if, for some reason somebody is a, pure-blooded member of an indigenous Highland New Guinea population, organized as a tribe, that means that if they go back to their ancestral lifestyle, but have access to modern medicine and all its good means of keeping us alive when we suffer accidents and infections, that individual could be looking at the cessation of their aging at remarkably young ages, possibly in their 50s or early 60s. So for those people, this is a spectacular scientific result. The rest of us are more tricky, and we'll get to that later in the 55.
So again, this is the opportunity that you're dangling out in front of us.
If somebody has a very strong Native American or First Nations ancestry, 32 is a vision of heaven, because it implies that they could stop their aging perhaps at a younger age than you and I have, Rob.